Sure, so my name is Hannah Morgan and I'm the Program Manager for Greening Sacred Spaces Ottawa. So today's Carbon Capture Day event where it's just a day of celebration and bringing education about greening and how to capture carbon in the Ottawa area and all the different organizations that are kind of doing greening in this Ottawa area.
Hi, my name is Carol Gravel and along with our team at Carbon Capture Day event, I'm the founder. My wanting to make and organize this event is because the cities have to green up to match the amount of greenhouse gas emissions. In Ottawa, we have 6 million tons. Thanks to Grabber, our green belt has the ability to absorb the greenhouse gas emissions, but we need to have more green roofs. We certainly need to have cities with green belts. We need to be able to mitigate, but more importantly, we need to be able to go after the CO2 with sequestering, and vegetation does that without any carbon footprint.
This is a table for our organization Faith in the Common Good, which is an organization that helps faith communities with their greening projects. We're the local Ottawa chapter Greening Sacred Spaces, so we help with all sorts of everything from energy audits to gardening projects to various, energy saving measures. Yeah.
So for my organization for Greening Sacred Spaces, we work with faith communities all across Ottawa to help with greening. So anywhere from energy retrofits to gardening and anything to do with greening food waste, that sort of idea. So we talked about our different programs that we offer and a couple of different case studies of gardening projects that we've done with various faith communities. And then we also talked about our energy benchmarking program that we're currently running right now.
I am Steve Peaver and I am with the Carbon Capture Day event, and I'm one of the founders along with Carol Gravel, and I've been with it for 4 years, and so each time we've powered it with this, and it's just a little way of showing people how simple it is to use green initiatives. And if all of us, each of us, did our own little part, we would have a better solution to the problem rather quickly.
For me, I believe that in terms of faith communities that we should be stewards and leaders for our communities in terms of the environment and being able to look after what we have. And one of the things is looking after for future generations. We want to try to reduce the carbon, try to hit our carbon targets. And so for me, I've always loved the environment. I love getting in there. I've loved field work. I have a bachelor's degree in earth science and physical geography. So for me, I'm into the mapping and into the environment. It's always been what I've been passionate about, and working with conservation authorities and volunteering with them over the years as well. So for me, it's both personal and kind of a work thing of working with the environment and trying just to improve it overall.
So does this shirt signify that you have CO2 powers with your hands?
Unfortunately not.
No. Oh.
This is for the Carbon Capture Day event, which is the event that we're at right now. It just finished about half an hour ago. But it's a day to kind of celebrate the environment, and very kid-centric. We had a lot of music and magic show and entertainment, stuff like that.
So what do you propose we do with vegetation?
There are many things that we do with vegetation. We need to have developers have green roofs because it extends the life of a traditional roof by 2 times its lifespan because it absorbs the ultraviolet rays. We need to be able to have architects start designing with greenery right from the editing table. And we need to have more people with the intention of growing as things get a little bit tighter with more heat, to be able to absorb the CO2 in the vegetation without creating a carbon footprint. And let me tell you, we can all go to zero waste. Individually, we can all train ourselves to go to zero waste.
So why would you bring a gas powered generator to a green event? Honda generators, maybe $1,000. What we have here are 220 panels and a 50, so I have almost 300 watts, through a simple solar charge controller, and then into a battery pack. From the battery pack to an inverter, and it comes 110. rather than in series. So all in parallel, so it's putting out just 12 volts because that's what the inverter takes. But I assembled all of this. Those I got off Wish for about $140, and any car battery will do. These happen to be one of them a deep cycle battery from my boat. And but you know, like for $75, $80 you can get a battery. And I don't need this many. I brought them just in case we needed all that power, but actually I was gaining power throughout the morning. So the battery packs weren't fully charged up, now they are. So I assembled all of this for about $300.
Wow.
If you think of it, that's less than, you know, a third of what a gas-powered generator would be. So that's what powered our event. The PA, the TV, the computers, charge your phone, whatever you need. And it just shows solar panels have started off really high, but as production ramps up, prices are coming down all the time. So these were about a third of what they would have been, and now I see the same ones, Amazon or Wish, for under $100. So, you know, the prices are continually being driven down. So it's becoming more affordable rather than less. What we have done in the past, and didn't do today, but sometimes we do, is show how quickly greenery, in this case, we in past years we'd used just gone in and got some pond water from the bay there, and then set the bottles out in the sun, and then checked how much carbon the algae had sequestered by weighing them. And it's astounding how much carbon foliage can take in and how quickly. And of course it works better in full sun, but like a solar panel system, these get 100% if they're in bright sun and in cloud like we have now. Any idea what we'd be getting out of it in terms of percentage of its full sun benefit? Well, you might think, oh, 20%, 30%, no, 70%. So even in cloud like we have right now, as you can see, I'm still getting 13.4 volts. When it's full sun, it might be 13.7, 13.8. So with just a few simple things and a few simple initiatives, green roofs, greening up your yard, more trees, we are able to draw more carbon out of the atmosphere and live better.
And what was the highlight of today's event for you?
The highlight today was some little kids getting the idea, answering some questions, and learning a little bit, because that's our future generation, isn't it?
Yeah, so back when I was in school, I did a lot of like headwater sampling with the Rideau Valley Conservation Authority. We would go around and take some water samples and do some chemistry that way and just document it. I've also worked with the City of Ottawa on their groundwater study program that they have. So we've been going around wells and checking the contaminants in wells for residential homes and documenting that and mapping it. So I've done different works there for volunteering, and then I also just volunteer my time too with the different organizations like this Carbon Capture Day event today, just kind of representing our organization, but then also just coming and helping out with any kind of environmental that I can. Sure.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Kayak Championship. Voici la cérémonie protocolaire pour numéro de course 151. L'événement homme senior C1 200.